guest today. We love this lady. Let the people know who you are, as if they don't already know.
I am Shamika Michelle. That's who I am, author,
Yes, sir.
commentator, and political speaker.
Nice. So
Yeah, this live stream's been a long time coming up. I
so
have people been asking me about this for probably over a year at this point, and we're finally here to talk about it because one thing that I've been adamantly passionate about for a long time is the weave disease that plagues the Black female community that I don't really see a lot of people talking about. So when I came across Shamika organically talking about this topic, it was like, oh my God, finally somebody else who is talking about this. It doesn't seem like it's really that, it's just not really talked about, but it definitely needs to be talked about because the way that Black women spend money on other races' hair and think it's okay is just not it. It's not. Somebody
I
needs to
like
tell the
what you
truth.
say. I like the weave disease. I like
The
that.
weave disease. Yes, yes. Yeah, so this
coined
is like
that.
my original niche. Before I stepped over to the conservative side, my platform was aimed specifically on exposing how, Black women tend to have this aversion to wearing the hair that grows out of their scalp that God made them with. And I think that's demonic.
Right.
So I'm passionately telling women that they should love how they're made. And I was receiving a lot of hate for that, which was honestly absurd to me. I'm like, what could possibly be the problem with me advocating for you to wear and be proud of what you've been born with? I don't understand that. And
Right.
so, yeah, I've
What
seen a lot of other
frustrates
content
me.
creators.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Go,
You
no,
got.
go ahead, go ahead.
I was going to say what frustrates me about the weave disease is they lie about it, right? Instead of saying, I don't like my hair, they say things like, oh, my hair is not accepted in
Yep,
society, or black men don't like nappy hair, or white people don't accept. I mean, it's every excuse except
yeah,
for I don't like my hair. I say it all the time. No one hates black hair more than black women. And
yep,
that's just the
Mm-hmm.
bottom line. And stop pointing the
yep,
finger at everybody else and say it's my own insecurity. If they did that, I may not be as harsh.
yeah.
I probably would be. But I'm just saying, like, there's a chance that I wouldn't be as harsh because at least they would be being honest, and we can meet people from an honest place. But when you're going to constantly lie about it, that's what gets me fired up.
Yep. Same here. And so that actually is a good segue into this page that I'm fond of on Instagram called Stop Playing Trey. And what he does is he walks around with a ridiculous looking blonde wig on his head as a male. And he does like street interviews with these women. And it's just asking them, do they want to be white? Like he's very direct. So we're just gonna pull it up and have a discussion about it.
Okay.
Do you guys want to be white?
Black
What?
is power, Black
What
History
she
Month.
said?
Black History Month. Black-
Can y'all hear this?
oh.
I'm sorry, I
Can
got to get up and plug up my computer. Sorry.
all good.
It's a little loud.
It is loud. I need to see how to turn this down. This is very loud. I wonder how I would turn that down. Let's see. Let's
Sorry,
see.
y'all. I have children. Well, they're
No
adults,
problem.
but one of them has stolen my charger. I'll be right back.
This is. We should be live on Twitter, but I'm not seeing it.
That's weird.
It is weird. Interesting. I wonder why it's so
It's people
loud.
in the chat.
Yeah, right. Let me. Oh, yeah, right. The chat. Oh, there we go.
Hey,
Oh,
Reels.
so you're moving on to the big leagues. You got Shamika on.
Yes,
Love the way God
Shamika.
made you. The majority of black women hate what they see when they wake up every morning, so they try to look like the European standard.
Yep. I mean,
That's
Reels
all right.
knows.
Reals know what's up,
Reels
man.
ain't never been playing with
You
these
know what's
girls.
up. But it's true though. It's true. Ain't nobody telling no lie. And that's why they hate when you say it, because they
Look at the head.
know it's the truth.
Just another thing these women hate to hear. Yeah, it's all in the same category.
I don't get it, because black men and black women got the same texture hair. Why is it that you can let your son grow his locks out and his locks will be down his back, you
Oh,
walking
these
around
men
with
be
40-inch
having
bust
these
down?
light locks be so long and so even, like you don't even need that much hair. So don't tell me that black hair can't grow when these men be having
Right.
these. It don't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
Math ain't math.
Okay, guys.
Okay.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
All
Okay.
right, all good. Only thing I think now is I'm gonna play this, and I hope it's not super loud. I'm gonna try to adjust it as we go. But here we go.
Black History Month, but isn't Black History Month about embracing natural hair?
Next question.
okay.
Next question.
It is.
Next question.
What do you mean, next question? You plead the fifth.
Yep.
So, like, why did the black women wear like wigs like white women and stuff like that?
I mean, it's a protective style.
Is it really? You can do like twists and stuff like that with your natural hair. And this, yes, ma'am. Well, don't insult me today, okay?
Turn the question on you. Is your hair real? Let me ask you a question. Turn the camera to me and zoom in on it. Is his hair real?
He needs some milk.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I'm white.
Oh,
I'm actually white, ma'am. You're trying to be white.
have a good day.
So you're just gonna end it like that? What if I say black power?
So she didn't answer the question. She
didn't
just
answer the question,
deflected.
and she threw out. Bro, one thing I hate so much is the lie that these wigs are somehow protecting these girls' hair. It's not helping nothing. Okay, just stop lying to yourselves. I don't even understand the term protective style. I never got that. Like, what are we talking about?
Right. It's ridiculous. It's just something to say because, like he said, you could put your hair in twists. You know, look, I had to apologize when I got on here because I knew in advance we were talking about black hair and I didn't do mine today. But I still didn't throw a wig on. I didn't go
Yep.
out in a bonnet. You know, I threw on this cap. This is what I've had on all day. My daughter has the flu. We went to urgent care. We went to the grocery store. Like I had things to do, but I still am presentable. Like you put it in twists, pull it back in a ponytail, and let's go. You know,
Thank
if
you.
you take care
Thank
of
you.
it, it will grow. All of my
And that's
children,
that.
none of them have ever had relaxers. Their hair has always been natural from birth. They all have heads full of hair, like every last one of them. I just posted pictures of them today. I do have one in braids, but she also, her natural hair is a head full. If you take care of it, it will grow.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yep.
And even if let's go with the argument, oh, my hair is not done, I'm gonna throw a wig on. Why is it that I only see black women throwing on a textured wig that looks nothing like the hair that grows out their scalp? Like that would be like a white girl, oh, my hair is not done, throw an afro on. Do y'all understand how backwards that is? It doesn't make sense. It
Right.
doesn't make any sense. It's very weird. But y'all
And
justify it.
they justify it and they look crazy. I
You look,
think
bro, that
like
girl look crazy with the blonde wig on.
Yeah,
That doesn't look
she
right,
did
Saint.
look crazy.
yeah,
It doesn't
and
look
she
good.
noticed that the guy, like, is that your hair? If you notice that he looked crazy, that's what you look like, ma'am. And
Literally.
you look worse because at least his was a natural color. Yours was blonde. We know that's not growing out of your
Yeah.
scalp. And then they'll have children. And then you have your little girl looking like, I want hair like mommy. Well, that's not mommy's hair, baby. You're going to have to buy it. Maybe mommy is going to invest all of that money into you, you know, but it's not going to be the same. And so then that low self esteem, it trickles down because now you're teaching your daughter to hate her hair because mommy won't wear it. You know,
Yep.
mommy won't wear her hair. We look at Serena Williams. She has these mixed kids now, and all we see is her lightening her skin or trying
Yes.
to the makeup artist lightening her look, and this ugly blonde wig that she keeps wearing. And it's like, Serena,
Hmm.
you're a millionaire. You have the money to actually do something better, but it looks as if you got your wig off the floor at the beauty world in the discount box. That should not
Yep.
look that way. But this is how like this is how obsessed they are with having somebody else's hair than their own, that they would prefer to look silly than have
Yes.
their own hair, because that looks ridiculous. She looks like the Cowardly Lion from The Wizard of Oz. It looks real, it's bad. And she continues to wear this and thinks, if someone says something against her, it's hating on her. No, it's hating your wig. It's ugly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then he pulled up these kids because one thing I've discovered when I be having my back and forth with these people online about this hairstyle, they love pulling up these
Yes.
pictures of these Africans with these blonde afros as justification for wearing a straight blonde wig. And I'm like, first of all, if we want to bring up these anomaly of people, let's acknowledge the fact that they have afros and y'all don't. Let's acknowledge that because y'all
Right.
are sometimes trying to cite that y'all can wear a blonde straight wig with them in justification doesn't make any sense.
Right.
It's bizarre.
They wear their hair the
And-
way it grows out of their scalp. Let's
Right.
just
That's
let's
the
do that.
thing. It's
Because
their
I have
hair.
Right. I have a couple of cousins, really, really light, fair skin with bright red hair, or blondish red hair. Sometimes that happens, but it's who they are and it's their natural hair. When you start to do all of this extra stuff and then the glue is popping out around the edge, it looks awful. Like, I often wonder, how do you sleep? We know most of the time you don't exercise because 4 out of 5 Black women are overweight. So opposed
Yep.
to you actually wearing your hair and getting in the gym, you would just rather, eat all you want, never work out because your hair is gonna sweat. Well, of course it's gonna sweat when you have a hair hat.
Glue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they'll have the nerve to put a ball cap on. I should have wore my Yankees cap because that's what they love to put on a Yankees cap over a wig, like as if we really think that's yours. That's of course you're gonna sweat.
Oh my God.
You have on 2
No, that
hats.
reminds
It's
me.
hot.
Yep. And it's funny. It's interesting because when you call it out and you say, "Oh, that's not your hair," and they know they full of crap, because then they'll say, "It's mine because I paid for it."
Bro.
It's like, oh my
Right.
God, you did not go there.
Y'all are really doing that?
You're arguing semantics at this point. So it's like, and this is the thing, we wouldn't have an issue. We wouldn't have an issue with y'all wearing this stuff if y'all weren't actually demonizing actual black texture hair, actual naps, actual hair that comes out of our head. Because when you hate your hair, you hate the rest of our hair too, because we all got the same hair.
Exactly.
Right.
Minus
That
a few.
includes your kids and your sons and all that.
Mhm.
Right. And it's not like y'all marrying and having babies outside of the race. Y'all so pro-black, y'all don't intermingle. So y'all gonna have some nappy-headed kids.
Exactly.
Tell me, I'm sorry, the X account that this is posted on. I'm struggling to find
Oh,
it.
it's supposed to be on her
At
Locked In with Zaza page, but for whatever reason, I don't know if it's not streaming or what. I don't even think it's
Technical
actually streaming on there.
It's very odd.
Okay.
Yeah, it's supposed to be streaming
it's
on
stream-
there.
it's
Oh
on
no,
where?
it is now.
Oh, it is?
It is
Okay.
now.
Wait, now tell me what
Yes,
it is.
yeah.
Because it keeps popping up and then going away from me.
Oh.
It's Locked In LOCD in with Zaza.
Oh, here we are. I'm like, I know I keep seeing this pop up. I want to.
Yeah, it wasn't live at first, but I guess it took a minute to come in. So now we can get the live chats. Okay,
All
cool.
right, there we go.
And don't forget Reels in here.
Right. Just set
But yeah,
this right
you
here.
should go back to the boys page and pull up another video because I just want to just put on display how these girls just lie. Hopefully, you can find one where he asks her if that's her real hair and she says she bought it, because I would love for that to come up just to show y'all.
Yeah,
Just
I
click-
mean,
just click on
you
this
could
link.
really click
It don't
anything.
matter.
I'm sure whatever video we're gonna click is gonna be exactly what we're looking for, because it's like they got pre-recorded answers.
It just turned into robots. It's very disturbing.
How long have you been wearing fake hair for?
Since like I started high school.
And how long is your hair now?
It grew from like here. I did like a big chop
Come back.
in here.
So, and you're saying that's because of the fake hair?
Yeah, I don't like the less damage I do to my hair, like maintenance, it
Right.
grows.
Right. So, but I mean, there's different protective hairstyles that keep your hair protected and able to grow. So I'm just saying, like, why the wig though? If there's already like the style under the wig is what's making it grow. So why the wig?
Take more time, and I'm a nursing student, and I don't have all the time in the morning to like go and like detangle, do all the things. So
How long have you been wearing fake?
Okay.
See how lazy that is?
So you again, that the weave, it looked like it takes the same amount of time, if not longer, right? Because you gotta wash it, you gotta prep it, you
Bro,
gotta
these
glue
girls be
it,
doing all types of stuff to them
you gotta
weaves. They be
press it.
having to glue it down and do all that stuff. Be watching the videos. Like, wow, this is a lot for somebody who says they don't have any time to do their hair. You start seem like you have time to do
You
that
do.
wig.
You do.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah. I know people, I literally haven't seen their hair in 30 years.
that's
My
crazy.
That's
I mean,
sad.
they just wear weaves and wigs all the time. And it's so crazy because then when like this lady here was just saying, my hair is really long because I wear it in protective style. Well, then what's the
Where is that?
point? Yes,
Where?
what's the point
What's
then
long?
of growing your hair if you're only going to cover it with a wig? What's the point then? And they
No point.
lie so much, that they don't realize their edges are gone. It's thin, it's wispy. There are, like, I see people, celebrities, Cardi B, Beyonce, I suppose, if she's telling the truth. Sexy Red, they all have some beautiful hair of their own. But
Yeah.
there are women that need to just stop lying. You're not Cardi B. You're not Sexy Red. You're not taking care of your hair. That's why you get to be 50 and you're bald. You're balding because you've spent so many years ripping glued tracks out of your head, ripping off glued wigs. Your hair can't breathe. You're not keeping it shampooed. Like, it's just so much that they aren't doing to their hair. But to hear them tell it again, it's because that's what's acceptable. This is how society accepts me, which is crazy because then they'll call us names, right? I'm an Uncle Tom, I'm a coon. Yet I can
Thank
get on
you.
Fox News with an afro and no
Yep.
one says
Okay.
anything about it. Like, they've never said to me, we need you to tame your hair, or could you braid that down? I went to the White House with an afro puff. Like, please stop the
That's some good
lies.
insight. I hadn't even
Exactly.
thought about that. Yeah.
And we've
Yeah,
had
you are
plenty
an
of jobs.
example.
I have had no issues. I've been natural my whole life. Never had an issue getting a job, holding a job. Nothing. Never had a problem. So the fact that they like to pull that excuse out of oblivion, and they don't even wear their hair is beautiful. So basically, trying to speak for somebody like us who
Right.
wears our hair. Well, I'm telling you, you're lying, and now you're mad.
Mhm.
Oh, that one right there.
This
Remember
one.
that? That's a good one.
Okay, hold on.
You remember that?
I don't remember, but I saved it,
Okay,
so I
cool.
guess I should remember it. Okay, here's something. I had to go on to TikTok because what you said reminded me that I have a lot of clips on my TikTok of
Yeah.
these women snatching off the glued down wigs to their head, and it looks like they pulling their skin off. It's like some
Mhm.
weird dystopian Terminator stuff. But we're gonna get to that when it comes. But here's
Some little story. Okay, so the girl says, "Mom, why do you wear wigs?" Mom says, "It's a protective style." What are you protecting from it, or protecting it from? Mom says, "Outside elements, whatever that means." Sounds like BS. Weather or white people? Hold on. Wait a minute.
She's triggered.
I'm just wondering because none of your protective styles are protecting your edges. Ooh,
Whoa, and she's getting
She's
nervous now.
sweating.
That's crazy. That took a
Oh,
turn, didn't it?
sweat. Dang, your own child.
Okay.
Don't you have
Wow.
homework to do? I feel like I'm learning valuable lessons right here.
Wow.
I bet they mad at
She
these
cooking
comments. Okay, time to sleep. Is it though?
Oh,
This is stupid. But
that
the comments. So everybody's laughing. Protective style because it protects my peace and my time. Copium.
Why don't you have time though? You have time for everything else. If you was
Literally.
social media for 2 and 3 hours, you don't have that time to do your hair. And it's
That
not
makes
even like
sense.
you have to put that much time to it every week. You
you don't.
I'm
if
saying.
you can do it one time for the week and it's done, or it'll last for 2 weeks. My daughter, her hair will last 2 weeks and still
Man,
look good.
Exactly.
she did this hairstyle what a
Yeah,
week
yeah,
or two
probably
ago.
like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, about 2 weeks ago, and it's still in the hairstyle. I'm not understanding the hassle. I'm not understand that, you know, if you was doing your own hair, it may take 30 minutes to maybe even an hour, but
But
it's not something that you have to do every day.
Right.
and the thing is, you make time for the things that you care about. I thought
Oh,
you
for
supposed to care.
sure.
These women care about their appearances,
That's the
like,
one right
and
there.
plus, y'all always getting somebody else to do y'all hair. Because I know it be taking these girls hours to get these braids installed, especially when they want to
Hours.
have the tailbone length braids. Like you'll sit in a chair for 6 to 8 hours getting your braids done, but won't spend maybe 2 hours max doing your own hair. Like,
Listen, the this is no lie. I got some like mini or small individual braids, knotless braids
mm,
in 2020, 18 hours.
Whoa.
oh my
18 hours.
god,
18.
wait a minute.
18. She advertises that it will take her about 16 hours. Now, I don't know if she's gotten faster now. This we're in 2025. Maybe she is faster. I'm gonna have to go online to see. She advertised like 16 hours, and my hair is thick. A lot of times people don't realize how thick it is until their hands are in. It took her 18 hours. So please, nobody can tell me. And I mean, she stays booked and busy. So these
I
women
Oh,
bet.
have that time to go and sit there for, maybe 2 months. Maybe your hair will last 6 to 8 weeks, maybe. So you can do it. People are just lazy again, and
and that's it.
it shows because again, 4 out of 5 Black women are overweight.
Yep.
Why? It's because they're too lazy to eat right, too lazy to work out, and they're too lazy to do their hair.
Yeah.
Everything is cosmetic. Instead of taking the time, okay, let me take care of my lashes. Oh, well, I'd rather just glue some on and make sure that when I pull those off, I'm pulling my lashes out as well. Let me work
Yep.
out. Nope, I'd rather just put on a waist trainer that smells like corn chips and piss when I take it off because I don't want
Dang.
to work out. This is always looking for a fast track opposed to doing
Yeah.
what needs to be done to get where you are or to get
Yep.
where you want to be. It takes time and energy to do anything.
That is, yeah, that's absolutely right.
And
It's a
that and it really puts a perspective as to all the issues in the Black community
I was finna go
overall.
there too,
Because
cuz
the matriarchs controlling this place, this culture, and they can't even be bothered to do their own hair.
Right.
So that just goes to show the type of people they are.
yeah,
That's that.
the need for instant gratification is shows a lack of character, and that lack of character is being passed on to the children,
Yes.
and just being lazy and undisciplined. That's crazy. Yeah, you snap
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
you
yeah.
put it
And
exactly in the words.
it's
Yep.
so crazy too because like when I was coming up and even when my children were coming up, you would take the time to do your child's hair. Or I can remember getting my hair, sometimes straightened on Saturday night for church on Sunday morning. Like my parent took time to actually do that. And I looked like a child. Now, so
Yes.
many of these moms are so lazy that they throw weaves and into the kids' hair.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I'm seeing
Pull that up
Instagram
on Hair Hats.
videos where they're actually putting this foolishness in their child's hair. So your
Yeah.
Yep.
child is coming to kindergarten with a head full of hair down her back and it's not hers. So then what are you teaching this child in the beginning? And what really pisses me off, and I'm sorry, I'm going to go here right quick, is that you have so many Black women that talk about being molested or sexually assaulted coming up, whether it was an uncle or a stepfather. You know what that feels like. Yet you turn around and make your 8-year-old look older than what she is. And my question is, if they
Oof.
molested you with that dusty ponytail and that dusty little bang with that sponge roller in it, what are they going to do to your child who you are marketing and putting her out there looking older and growner than what she is? Because you're
Yep.
too lazy to actually give your child some ponytails with some cute little barrettes. You just want to throw a weave in there. like it bothers me and it trickles down and it's so frustrating because like they don't see what they're doing and the stigma they're putting on hair before the child even really has a chance to get to know her hair.
Yeah,
Yeah, you are absolutely right. What you just
100%.
said reminded me of have you seen that movie Precious? With
Yes.
yeah, so remember when Precious was telling her that the dad was molesting her, she turned around and called her fast. So
Mm,
you marketing these women, these little girls to be like women, and then at the same time you have this hatred towards your daughters to where they actually bring these issues to you, if they even bring it to you. They
right.
might, if because some of these kids do be fast, but the ones that are legitimately victimized, they can't even trust that they can run to you to help. But
Hmm.
you put them in this situation because you giving them weave and dressing them in crop tops and
Yes.
Lululemon leggings and stuff, and it's crazy, bro.
Yes.
That's crazy.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. My daughter was looking through my yearbook and she goes, Mom, they didn't have like sweatsuits back then. And I'm like, yeah, they did. But we actually went to school looking like something. Nowadays, you go to some of the high schools and it's like, who let them come out the house like that? In a crop top, in short shorts. And because of this whole trans issue before, they actually dropped the dress code here because who wants to tell a boy you can't wear that dress? We've gotten so weak.
Wow.
And so because you don't want to be able to tell that boy you can't wear that dress or that crop top or those fingernails or so you have to drop the dress code all around and now you have these young girls 14 and 15 years old coming to school looking like prostitutes. We didn't
That's
have that
crazy.
then. You at least had to wait till you were grown and gone to dress that way.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
because you're not gonna be out there representing me like
Yeah,
that.
at all.
Right.
That is crazy. At times have
Times have
changed. Times
changed,
have changed,
bruh.
and the society is just getting weaker and weaker and weaker. We didn't open
Mhm.
all the folks come out the closet. What your mama said that when you let the gays out the closet, monsters come with it or
No,
something.
she
Something you
said
said like
she
that.
said something. I think she said like she said why they compare themselves to being in the closet because monsters are in the closet. That's what she said.
Mm.
Yeah,
I'm
So
like,
true.
that's
That is
interesting.
that
that is
is
true.
that was a
That's what
cook.
we
She
say.
cooked. Put that on the shirt.
So I got this video. This
This
girl
is what the
taking
girls would
this.
rather do as opposed to getting a little twist out or something. They just want to do that.
It ain't staying on. Oh,
Okay,
God.
okay. So hold on. Look at that. Look at the damage right there. There's no hair right there. There's nothing.
Yeah. It,
Oh,
that's true.
That,
so young. She looks like she's
you would rather do that than just take. And she has braids under this
that's the
Yeah.
thing.
hair.
They just ignore the braids.
That's
Why can't
crazy.
you just
I tried to
protective style? Oh,
Here's more. This. I guess this. Let's just say this is the before and after.
do a frontal install tutorial. We be telling y'all to stop using rubbing alcohol to remove your wigs. This is extreme, but it is very common to experience irritation when using lace glue and rubbing alcohol.
Wait. So rub and alcohol is the issue, not the glue.
Right.
child.
That
That looks
Not the
horrible.
low self-esteem, but they'll tell us, "Oh, you hate yourself." Or
Right.
you're
Oh,
self-hating,
or you want to
you're
be white. You want to be
self-hating.
white.
Right.
What? What are
oh
we talking
man.
We're
about
white
right now?
adjacent. We're white adjacent. Or we're the black faces of white supremacy. Like,
Right, all
please
that.
give me a break.
It's kind of interesting that they say that they feel like society doesn't accept their hair after the Crown Act. Like they were saying they was getting discriminated in the workforce, and we looked into that. There was like that stuff was led by like Gabrielle Union or something. Like she said that she was facing discrimination. It was like some one case of something happening. Gabrielle Union made it popular. Some along the lines of that, and they literally took that and made it the what's the law? I just said it. The
The Crown.
Crown Act. Yeah, they made that based off of that scenario, and now all of a sudden everybody's coming out saying that, oh, well, I've been discriminated based on my hair, and then that now the law is passed and y'all still not wearing y'all real hair.
Literally.
They literally passed a law to say go and wear your hair, and they're still saying they're getting discriminated against. So what's the point?
Sound like there's no
Right.
point.
What?
The math isn't mathing because
It's
going
not.
back to the beginning, no one hates black hair more than black women. They
Against
are
that.
the number one culprits because I went natural I don't know 15 almost 15 years ago maybe. Um but I never actually stepped out thinking, oh my God, people aren't going to accept me, or oh my God, men won't find me attractive. Like, I never thought that. It's all about how you carry yourself. I wish somebody would tell me I couldn't wear my afro. I wish they would say, can you tame that a little bit? I never ask for permission when it comes to my hair. This is me. This is who I am. So I expect to be accepted as I am. I
Yeah.
never say, is it okay if I wear my real hair? I've never had to do that ever. And I think that going natural, I will say, when it comes to like my oldest daughter and my two younger daughters, I had a relaxer for a while with my oldest daughter. And although she never had a relaxer, she does like to straighten her hair a lot more than the younger ones who, by the time they came along and I had cut my hair off and they went through the phase of picking on me because my baby girl, I would walk into her kindergarten class and she would say, "Hey, Miss Baldhead," because I had cut all my hair off. But it's
Wow.
like because I was embracing myself naturally, who I was, they embraced themselves so much so that when my daughter went to prom, I asked her, how do you want to wear your hair? Do you want to get it straightened? And she said, Mom, I don't want to equate straight hair to important events. That's not what I want to do. I'm going to wear my afro. And it was beautiful.
That
Oh,
is beautiful.
how inspiring. See, the girls need to hear this. The girls need to hear this because they make it. I remember when I was in high school, I kind of felt like half of me, loved my hair, but the other half of me kind of wanted to get a wig or something for prom just to do it. I'm like, well, maybe that would be like a thing to really enhance my look. But I'm like, no. Why would I? I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to spend all this money on hair. Do you understand how much these girls be spending on this hair?
When I was when I
Yeah.
was growing up, my mom, I don't remember my mom ever wearing fake hair. I've never seen my mom wear
Mine
fake hair.
either. Yeah.
And I think kids mimic, or they like what they see their parents doing.
Yeah.
That's what they relate to. So I think naturally that's just, and even like just like I have almost never even dated a woman with fake hair. I just wasn't attracted to it. And like I said, the kids see the parents. If like you said, your daughter, she saw you with the you said you were
Relaxer.
wearing the relaxer, and she was doing that, and then the younger kids only saw the natural hair,
Yeah.
and it's just it's what they saw, it's what they were exposed to.
Yep.
Yes.
And so
Yeah,
that's
so
why, as a mom, you're supposed to set a good example, especially if you got
Exactly.
daughters.
Right, exactly. And so while none of them have ever had relaxers, I do notice my older one, she'll straighten her hair, like go and blow dry it and get it flat ironed, where the younger ones will only do it every now and then. And I mean like once every couple of years. It's just not a thing to them anymore. And I'm so happy about that. And I do feel like because I was different and I learned how to care for their hair opposed to making them hate it, then they love their hair.
It's amazing.
That is beautiful. That is truly beautiful. We
Just
need
goes to
more
show
of
how
that.
powerful of an example
We
it
need
is.
more of that. I remember in the what was it, in the 70s when they used to wear the afros.
Yeah, and you know what? I was gonna say, with all this talk about the Crown Act and how much we need, special rights to wear our hair, why wasn't this a conversation in the 70s when everybody had the afros? Like literally everybody.
Yeah. So
That's
many
that's
people had afros, and it was accepted. It was natural. It just was what it was, you know. And like you said, Choo Choo, I never saw my mom in fake hair. I never saw my grandmother in it. And I do notice that when the mom wears weaves and wigs, a lot of times that does trickle down to the child. Like I'm just in
oh
my
yeah.
mind going through people that I know who always have somebody else's hair. A lot of times their kids mimic the same thing, even once they're old enough to do it themselves, because they will start out with mom putting that weave in their hair a lot of times, or trying to make it look like what it's not. But then once they get older, they're kind of conditioned to believe their hair, the way it naturally grows out of their scalp, just isn't good enough. And so, even
Yes.
if you, as a parent, don't point the finger and say to your child, it's not good enough, it's not good enough, it's not good enough, you teach that lesson still, because you're constantly trying to cover it up and make it something it's not. So, they automatically just believe it's not good enough.
Yep. Yep. You're absolutely right. You are absolutely right. Um, you gotta make a good example for your kids. That's the
Yes.
bottom line. My grandma still has locks. My grandma has long. Her hair is longer than mine. It's not longer than hers, but my
Oh,
grandma's hair is
wow.
like down to her shoulder, and she got like purple dye. My grandma's hair is purple, but she has her natural hair. And now that I think
Right.
that's probably why my mom and my aunties they wear they real hair, because grandma, I don't ever think I see. You know, grandma used to wear a wig, but she stopped. I think did we talk to her about her hair? I think I may have talked to her about it. And I asked her like, did you ever used to wear wigs and stuff? And she was saying like that stuff was pulling her hair out, so she stopped wearing it. Because I
Yep.
it's pictures of my grandma with like a little mini, the little swirl. It's like real short, little bowl,
Yeah.
and she doesn't wear that anymore. And her hair is growing out. We had another video on this topic. Um, you had mentioned it earlier. I think one of y'all had mentioned it earlier, but we found the video, so we're gonna go ahead and drop this real quick.
Yeah,
This
I
right
just
here.
want to show an example of what these girls are doing to their kindergarten age
Yes.
children. This is ridiculous.
And then also after this, we got Reels is sending us content as well. So
All right,
we're gonna
thank you,
check it out. Reels
Reels.
coming through.
Welcome to the Hair Hats. This woman thinks it's okay to use carcinogenic glues on a child due to self-hate. Instead of teaching self-love, she is doing the exact opposite. We wonder if Daddy is around. But I think we all know the answer to that question. The answer is no, by the way.
Bro, this looks crazy.
This looks
This
insane.
looks crazy, bro. Come
What's
on.
going on?
Come on, bro.
That,
Seriously?
that's so sad. And the child is clearly overweight, right?
That's a good
And
point. I was noticing that.
Yeah.
the mom needs to put this child's hair in ponytails and put her outside and tell her to run and play until the street lights come on. But instead, she's actually teaching her self-hate. And this goes back to what I was saying. You make the child look older and grown, and God forbid, nobody should be sexually assaulted, right? No one should be molested. But you have to ask yourself as a mom, why would I put my child out there like this? If there's
Yeah.
a pedophile in the vicinity, you're causing them to look towards your child.
Yep. Yep. But you can't even a question like that wouldn't even cross their mind, because that's victim blaming. You
Yeah.
can't
Yes.
do that.
Mhm.
And
No
you
personal
when you start throwing the
responsibility
R word
whatsoever.
around, all logic goes out the window. So
Yeah.
there's no thought of actually, oh, did I play a part in this? No,
Of course not.
no, of course not.
It's like the women that get the new boyfriend. You've been together 2 months, and all of a sudden now you're leaving your 12-year-old at home alone with him. And then
Yes.
when things happen, oh my God,
I had
I
no
can't
idea.
believe this happened. Yeah, it's like, come on. You do silly things. Listen, I had the best upbringing, was never ever molested or sexually assaulted by any of the men in my family, thank goodness. But you know that when my daughters were young, I wouldn't let them sit on a man's lap outside of their father.
Yeah.
Like
My mom
maybe
told me
they
that
did
too.
for Santa Claus, but no, get off his lap. You know,
Yeah.
That's
and I'm
weird.
that particular and I'm paying that close of attention and it's not me being paranoid and it's not me think it's just you have to teach these girls how to carry themselves.
Exactly.
Period.
Exactly. That's your responsibility as a parent, especially the mom. You're supposed to lead by example. And my
Hmm.
mom was really big on that. No sitting on laps. Don't let people pick y'all up. Don't know. It's just not happening.
Right.
No.
Yeah. You're not getting ready to let me touch your pocketbook. What? Yeah. They
Oh,
know,
oh,
we're not using code words and kid words, and you're not tricking it. Like, you have to equip these kids to be out here in the world because, unfortunately, there are evil people out here. And
Yep.
the better equipped they are, the better they can deal with it.
Exactly.
that is absolutely right. That is absolutely right. I think
I thought you said the real saying something.
I can't pull up what real sent. For whatever reason it's not letting me
Real, send it on X Reels
maybe did he
or
send it on
on
Instagram?
Instagram.
No.
He probably sent it to me.
Yeah, we don't have it right now. So just gonna have to roll on without that.
Well, I wanted to dip into the topic of cultural appropriation because me personally, I made my social transition from a communist to a conservative via my TikTok page. And the video that basically made my audience turn on me was a video I made where I was talking about, because as I said earlier, my entire niche was hair. So I made a video on the topic of cultural appropriation, and I was like, listen, y'all telling these white girls they can't wear braids because it's y'all culture, but y'all don't even like these braids. Like, I know y'all don't like braids. I literally have seen so much discourse about how braids are like childish and they're not appropriate for birthday parties. If you're gonna have a birthday party, you need a bust down. I've literally seen black girls saying this. So
Mm.
I was just questioning that, and they were so angry. Like, that was literally what made me just like go full MAGA online. Cause I'm like, listen, y'all are just inconsistent overall. I don't have time to be playing these games. Y'all can't even be honest about the fact that y'all don't like these braids. Yet, if a white girl decides she wants to wear them because she likes them, y'all want to act possessive over it. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Y'all
Doesn't
claim
make
that y'all
any
love black
sense.
culture so much that y'all would die about being black. But y'all don't even like these braids. Like, that doesn't make any sense. None.
Yeah, and it's weird the things that they will grab hold to, right? You won't grab hold to a diet plan, uh, but you own monkey. Anytime
Stay on their
someone
necks.
says it, all hell breaks loose because they said monkey. You won't grab hold to your natural hair, but anytime anyone promotes any type of degeneracy, you grab hold to that. It's so crazy how they contradict themselves. Like you said, the rules are always changing.
Yes.
If a white woman wants to wear her hair braided, so what? Because you wear her hair all the time.
All the time.
All
And then
the time.
pretend you're not.
You
Pretend you're
can't even
not,
leave
and
the
then
house to
say
run to the
things like
store.
black girl magic. Well, what's the magic? Abracadabra, poof,
It's
I'm
voodoo. It's
somebody else.
dark magic.
Right,
Poof,
dark magic.
I'm I got somebody else's hair. That's the magic.
Yeah.
And you say, "Oh, they want to be like me." Well, who are
Where?
you? Because we can't see, we don't know who you are. Under 2 pounds of makeup and somebody else's hair, who are you?
Yep.
We
They
don't
made
know.
the line so blurred of what it is to be a woman, specifically a black woman, to the point that the trans community is like actively appropriating them because they made it a costume.
Right.
If
It's a
you
dangerous
it's a
overlap.
dangerous, like
Dangerous
you
overlaps.
almost can't even
I'm sure some
tell
dudes
now.
have gotten tricked by it because
Right.
they're pretty interchangeable.
Yeah, I
Right.
mean, it's a
And I don't,
costume.
yeah, I don't even feel bad, honestly, when men are tricked by trans. Because to me, if you start ignoring these women, that are dressed like they got their makeup tips from men, maybe women would, embrace themselves a little bit more so it's easier. So, okay, he's trying to cover his 5 o'clock shadow. She doesn't have one, because they walk around in this after five, this costume makeup all day long. And you see
Yep.
them contouring their faces. You don't have to contour your face if you have a woman's bone structure most times.
Right.
You don't have to wear all of that hiding a 5 o'clock shadow, because if you're a woman, most times you don't have a 5 o'clock shadow. But they
Right.
started to let these men give them makeup tips. And so a lot of women, real biological women, walk around looking like men trying to be women. And it's so
Yep.
confusing. Like you said, the trans just get to slip on in there because
Yep.
they all look alike. Back in
Yes.
my day, you could tell when a man was trying to be a woman. Most of the time, it was so easy because you had your women who looked like women. They didn't have to do all this extra stuff to look like a woman because that's who they were. And then you had the man who was actually trying to look like a woman, and you could always point him out. It was so easy to see. Now, it's like copy and paste. They all look the
Yeah.
Yeah.
same. They all buying the wigs from the same place, all wearing the makeup the same way, buying the lashes from the same counter. Like it's all the same.
It's completely destructive. And I noticed that if a man says that he doesn't like trans women, women say that he's transphobic or he's secretly gay. But then if he likes trans women and actually engages with them, you won't let him back over to your side because you think he's gay.
And show won't.
They set you up, bro. Just set you right up. You as a man, you just need to be at
Listen,
this
don't
point.
listen to
Just
these
wait until
girls.
marriage and see some baby pictures first. At this point, because
right.
look, man, it's scary out here. It's Atlanta everywhere, apparently.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
definitely gay to me. Once you go in somebody's back door, you're
Oh
never
yeah,
going in my front
for
one.
sure,
Period.
for sure.
Okay. Yeah,
Th-
but they
we
they
have
make it so easy.
they do. So the video that Real sent is this. We were actually able to pull it up. So we haven't seen this. So this is our first time seeing this too.
Blind reaction. I'm
Yes.
assuming it's about hair.
Yeah.
I don't like the weave. That's what I don't like.
So what do you like?
I like a natural woman. I love a natural woman. I love someone that's soft. I love a woman that basks in her femininity. I love a woman that loves to cook, and I love a woman who likes to love on me, like what likes me.
I could tell you one thing, bro. Ain't none of them Jezebels it. I wouldn't want to marry nothing like that. Half naked Jezebel. Ain't none of them it.
Look at her face when he said, a soft feminine woman.
Yeah,
She
she-
wasn't with that. He said natural.
girl.
She was not with that.
I'm not soft or feminine.
Fake
All right,
nails,
Stay.
fake lashes, fake hair, bunch of makeup.
Probably fake body. You know, these girls are
Like-
getting their hips done.
Like, of course she's
Nose is
looking
cut.
like that.
I know chicks that is fine, and they got everything covered. This is why y'all get what y'all get, because y'all keep chasing these Jezebels. Ain't none of them it. All that is pump and dump. That's all they good for. These chicks right here, they for the streets, all of them. Straight for the streets. Don't
Jesus.
waste your time with these chicks like
Reals
this.
don't mess around. So let's just observe the panel, right? We got the fake hair, the fake hair, the fake hair, the fake blonde hair,
Of course.
right?
Time with
And on the other side,
straight.
where is it?
No,
On the other
that's all.
side, we got fake hair. Well, are these locks? If those are locks, they might be real, but this is also fake. And this is an interesting case because even though she's wearing her real hair, it's still blonde.
Yeah, of
It's
course.
like it's got to be something. It's just something. You can't just wear it the way it comes out your head. And I'm not saying that she doesn't. It's just looking at it from the first time seeing it.
This is how she presents herself.
This is how you
on a
present
podcast.
yourself.
Yeah,
She
but-
thinks this is her best version.
Yeah, and this though, what's so interesting about this is she was also, I saw this episode, she was the only one that ended up with a man. That one in the red
Her.
hat beside her, they are actually engaged to be married.
Oh, love
Yeah.
that.
Cool.
So
That's what's up, man.
it's so funny because you'll hear men all the time say, I like natural, I like natural, I like natural. And then the woman will be offended. You know, you shouldn't be worried about how I wear my hair.
Yes.
Well, you know, for the woman that he's looking for, that he wants to marry, he is worried, and he should have a
Right.
standard, and he can have a preference. You know,
Yep.
everybody has preferences, but it's only men that we shame for theirs and
Yeah.
tell them what they say they want, they don't want. What they say they like, no, you're wrong. You can't like that because I'm
Gaslighting.
a black woman. Listen to me. I want to wear
Literally.
wigs, and this is just what it is. So anytime you hear a man say, I like natural, I like natural, I like natural, there's always some woman that's going to come in and ridicule him and say, you should like me for whatever I put out there. And that's
Literally.
You should like me
included
for me. That's what they say.
For
You should like me
me.
for me. It's like,
Yes.
I do. That's why I want you to take the wig off.
Right.
Right.
Literally, like it's not
The
clicking.
gaslighting
What are we
is
talking about?
crazy.
Take off the body shaper. Like, I think a man should he should know whether or not you look like melted butter. You know, I think he should have that right to know what's under there. If he's
Yeah.
going to, be at a point where he wants to make you the wife, he needs to know whether or not he can move you beside a Wendy's. And
Yeah.
if you already chunky, you ain't getting ready to have 2, 3 kids or move beside a Wendy's and it be okay. Like, he needs to know this. But so many times they just, aren't honest with showing who they really are, and then are surprised when it doesn't work out.
Exactly.
It's an unfortunate circumstance.
It's very sad. Very sad. I'm gonna try to. All I can do is try to put the truth out there, and if you want to take, you take it. If you don't, don't. But no need to get aggressive because they be getting real aggressive.
Visceral.
I've seen so many times these girls. I don't know. I think that's just like a weak spot for them because a lot of the Bible literally says that a woman's long hair is her glory. It's in the Bible, so that lets me know that as a woman, your beauty, your femininity, your hair, it's gonna mean a lot to you, whether you want to accept that and realize that or not. And acknowledging that just makes them upset.
Yeah,
It's very
it
sad to
also
witness.
talks about these bitter, mean women that don't like to listen. It also talks about why they're bald headed.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I think he's pulling that up now.
Bible
Yeah. As soon as she said that, I thought about this verse. It's in Isaiah. I'm looking
Yes.
for right.
Brain source that.
Yeah, but it's a whole thing. It's a whole. I had it pulled up and. Oh, hell, okay.
That-
Here's cross references and stuff.
Ain't that it right there?
What?
A warning to Jerusalem.
I think. Yeah, I think this might be it. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Right here we go. Yeah. So this let me see. Pull this up real quick. This Isaiah 3, right? So I did a video on this before, and I had it more laid out than this now, but I'm gonna have to kind of go and find it. So basically, they're talking about like a people that's fallen, and how the children persecute them, and the women will lead over you. It says, "You oppress my people, and women rule over them. My people, your guides mislead you. They turn you from your paths." And I want to find a verse where they were talking about the women wearing they were wearing
Scroll
ankle
down.
bracelets and stuff, trinkets, wearing outstretched necks, haughty eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So it says, the Lord also says, because the daughters of Zion are haughty, walking with heads held high and wanton eyes, prancing and skipping as they go, jiggling the bracelets on their ankles. The Lord will bring sores on their heads of the daughters of Zion.
Mhm.
Lord will make their foreheads bare. And in that day, the Lord will take away their finery, their anklets and their headbands and crescents, their pendants, bracelets and veils, their headdresses, ankle chains and sashes, their perfume bottles and chains and charms, There's signet rings, nose rings, festive robes, capes, cloaks, and purses. Mirrors, lint. Damn, he gonna strip them down.
Y'all have nothing.
Instead of a fragrance, there will be a stench. Instead of belt, a rope. Instead of styled hair, baldness. Instead of fine clothing, sackcloth. Oh yeah, instead of fine clothing, sackcloth. Instead of beauty, shame. Your men will fall by the sword, and your warriors in battle in the gates of Zion will lament and mourn. Destitute, she will sit on the ground. That is crazy. If that's not, hey, I don't know, man, because that's crazy. And like I said, I reviewed this almost a year ago, and that's the tip. That's the modern woman. That is the modern woman, just degenerate, shaking ass, a whole bunch of jewelry, fake this, fake that. You bald under the cap because you pulled out your hair, then you claim you got alopecia. You know, it's
right.
Instead of a sweet smell, there's a stench because you got a million. Never mind. You know, it's
hair molded under that wig. It's mildewy.
Hair molding is crazy. That's crazy.
You've seen the videos, haven't you? Yeah. With the hair molding and mildewing up under all of that mess. Yeah.
It's an abomination.
Oh man.
Abomination.
Oh man, that's tough. I know you said you couldn't be here too long, but
I think we covered all the bases. It's going to continue to try to let these women know that how God created you in the womb is beautiful. The hair that grows out of your scalp naturally is beautiful, and you should take the time to embrace your femininity, and just learn how to handle it. Like, it's not that big of a deal. The internet is free. Y'all can learn how to do everything else. So learn how to do your own hair. I don't understand why such an aversion to that.
Absolutely.
It's nothing wrong with it.
Nothing wrong at all.
Well, yeah, Shamika, we super duper appreciate you. I'm so glad we finally got to have this conversation.
Thank you for
hit all the chorus. You're very funny. Yes, thank you for coming.
Thank you so much. I appreciate both of you.
Yeah, no problem.
What you're doing out here, and hopefully I see you soon.
I know, right? We gotta see each other again.
Nice and warm.
Okay.
All right. So if you guys enjoyed the live stream, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Go check out Shamika Michelle. If you like our content, you're gonna love. And that's all we got for this video, guys. We're gonna catch you guys next time. Peace.